Welcome to the 2021 Carriage Driving Awards, and it's a huge welcome to all our carriage driving friends right across the globe, because being online means we can share this awards ceremony with absolutely everyone. And I do hope you've all got yourselves a nice glass of something fizzy in your hand, because we have a fabulous evening tonight celebrating the very best of carriage driving. I would say thank you to Mark Broadbent, because we're here at Fenix Carriages filming today. We've got a few stars in the background who are wanting to get themselves on camera as well. I suppose what we want to say to everyone is we know that this has been such a tough old time, but what we do know is that we're going to get back out and we're going to get out and enjoy ourselves over the coming season, and I look forward to seeing you all actually in person. But for tonight, let's sit back and let's enjoy this ceremony online.
And now it's time for this evening's presentation of the 2021 Carriage Driving Awards. Hello there, it's Alan Dedicoat with you. You'll probably know my voice from the National Lottery draws and Strictly Come Dancing on the telly. I'm the guy who says things like, the judges have their scores, Craig Revel Horwood. Well, tonight, once again, I'm delighted to be the virtual host and the voice of the Carriage Driving Awards. I hope you're all sitting comfortably with a glass of something. I know I am, as this evening's presentation is about to begin. Tonight we'll recognise those extraordinary people who make a difference to this sport. Not just those who are in the driving or box seat, but the people who work tirelessly behind the scenes, event organisers, volunteers, stewards and backsteppers and grooms. We'll also be celebrating those who play an equally important role. In fact, we couldn't do without them. The loyal, honest, trustworthy, sometimes a little unpredictable horses, ponies and donkeys who make carriage driving the fun and exhilarating discipline that we all enjoy. This year, our 13 categories have encompassed all the driving disciplines, so the judges really had their work cut out. In fact, on behalf of Carriage Driving, I'd like to thank the judges for all their hard work. This hasn't been an easy task. Please welcome now to your screens Andrew Council, chair of the judging panel, who has some special words for our finalists.
Welcome to the Carriage Driving Award for 2022. Once again, we've not been able to join together as we normally would for a fantastic evening and award ceremony. But I'm sure the online, as per last year, will go extremely well, and I hope you really enjoy it. It's a real privilege to be asked this year to chair the awards. It's been a really interesting experience working with the other judges to look through the amazing range of applications we've had from all parts of not only the UK, internationally, America, Australia. What a privilege to be able to look at all those pieces of work, the amazing things that people have done with the horses, ponies, donkeys, etc. It's been really enjoyable to do exactly that. It's fantastic that the whole of the carriage driving world can come together through these prestigious awards, which now annually becomes a real high point for many of the people within our wonderful, wonderful sport. We all drive horses together, we all drive individually, but fundamentally we love the sport that we have, which is driving horses. There are so many different aspects to that, so many different ways of doing that, but fundamentally we all love that driving sport. Just a quick mention this year of the sadness we have had for the loss of His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh, but I know that he would have actually loved this award ceremony. He was such a great supporter of all types of driving, and he will be a great loss to us over that period going forwards. So I really hope you all enjoy this evening. I hope you enjoy the award ceremony. Can I thank the judges and the amazing sponsors we have that have come forwards to put their time and effort into these awards. I know they enjoy it and look forward to it, but a huge thank you goes to them, without which it would be difficult to do. Again, thank you to the judges, but most of all, thank you to all those amazing people who have put all their awards forwards. It was an interesting and difficult task to ensure that we all came together to get the right outcome. I hope you enjoy it. I look forward to seeing you again next year, when I hope we can get together. Have a lovely night, and thank you for all you do for the sport.
Now, of course, the reason why we're all here tonight is to recognise and reward excellence within carriage driving and to honour those who've made an outstanding contribution to our sport. So let's make a start on finding out our winners for 2021. Our first category this evening is Rescue Horse or Pony of the Year. Kindly sponsored by World Horse Welfare this year, all those nominated are proof that with kindness, a horse can learn to trust again and enhance the lives of those around them. The nominees are Davey. Davey was found in a ditch tied to a dead foal. He was rehomed and brought on slowly by Geraldine Pearson, and once matured, he was introduced to driving. He's now grown in confidence and qualified for the Certius Finals in Wales this year. He's a superstar pony with a bright future. World Horse Welfare Obelisk, Dougal. From a stressed little cob with a very sweet manner and little education, a routine of patience, time and a careful introduction of new things over many weeks means that Dougal is now calm and happy. The Bernie Neal, Amy Last and Liz Harcombe team now have 3 rescue ponies, which they all have a hand in training and in their care. The thrill of turning round a write-off into a well-trained and, moreover, a happy, healthy animal will never fade for them. Hope and Star. Hannah and Matt Ilston-Barsby are so proud of how far these rescued Dartmoor ponies have come over the years, proving that a humble beginning is no barrier to success. Hannah and Matt are new to scurry driving and are learning together and having great fun with these 2 special ponies. World Horse Welfare Usain. Hughie. Sarah Jane Cooper and Hughie have gone from strength to strength, learning together. He has restored her love of carriage driving and has already given her more confidence and joy than she could possibly have imagined. Quite apart from his willingness to learn and his steady driving temperament, Hughie is also such a kind and loving pony. To let us know our winner, please welcome our sponsor, World Horse Welfare.
Good evening, I'm Rowley Owers, Chief Executive of World Horse Welfare, and it's a privilege to once again be sponsoring Carriage Driving's Rescue Horse and Pony of the Year category. World Horse Welfare rescues, rehabilitates and rehomes hundreds of wonderful horses and ponies each year, and we have many of which made their mark in carriage driving over the years. We greatly appreciate the support of the driving community and hope you will consider coming to us with the 4 centres across the country for your next potential equine horse or pony. And now to the winners. The highly commended, it is awarded to Dougal. In joint second place, we have Hope and Star and Hughie. And the winner of the Horse and Pony of the Year category is Davey. On behalf of World Horse Welfare, I wanted to congratulate everyone who has entered this year's award, and a very big and special well done and congratulations to Davey and his whole team.
On behalf of Davey Crockett here, Ken and I would like to say how pleased and delighted we are to receive the Winners' Award of the Rescue Horse of the Year. Davey had a very uncertain future when he was rescued from a drainage ditch as an orphan foal, and we fostered and then adopted him, and now he's part of the family. He was a very nervous youngster and still has some quirky and funny ways, but loves his driving job, especially the cones. He always tries his best. He did have a double thick mane and still has the thickest tail I've ever seen, which takes 2 or 3 shampoos to clean it up. Davey drives for Bedfordshire Indoor Carriage Driving Club in the veteran classes and lives with Nate and Spotty in Bedfordshire. Thank you again for this Winners' Award. It is very much appreciated. Thank you again. Bye bye.
Our next category is Volunteer of the Year. Now, this award recognises outstanding dedication and teamwork, often understated but essential to the success of any partnership. The Carriage Driving Association of America is kindly sponsoring this award. Our nominees for this evening are Emily Ham. Emily gives at least 10 hours each week to volunteering across the driving disciplines, at shows, events and online. She's done so for more than 15 years. She produces and sends out online newsletters designed specifically to appeal to young drivers under 18 years old. This has helped to support both their physical and mental health, whilst fueling enthusiasm for driving throughout the pandemic. Chris Marborough. To Scropton and Wenlow RDA, she's committed, hardworking, loyal, dedicated and a true friend, as well as an amazing volunteer. Chris has been with RDA for more than 40 years. In that time, she's been an inspiration and friend to hundreds of volunteers, participants, their families, carers, schools and residential homes. Through her teaching, confidence, experience and patience, she's transformed the lives of adults and children with physical and learning disabilities. Anne Wrigley. Annie Wrigley, was known by very many people as a quiet person with a good sense of humour, who got on with things. Nothing was ever too much trouble. She sadly and unexpectedly passed away in July of 2021. Annie was someone who could do any job at any time, from club drives to ICD UK British Championships and BC National Championships, also BDS drives and shows. No matter what the job was, Annie could do it, always willingly and with a smile and a kind word or two. She's much missed by family and friends. Let's hand over to our sponsor, Carriage Driving Association of America, to let us know who our winner is tonight.
Good evening. I'm Sally Armstrong, President of the Carriage Association of America. And on behalf of Jill Ryder, our Executive Director, and our Board of Directors, I want to tell you how pleased we are to be able to participate in the Carriage Driving Awards program. This is a great honor for us, and we're so glad to take part. The Carriage Association of America is a membership organization based at Kentucky Horse Park in Lexington, Kentucky. And although we're called the Carriage Association of America, we have members in 24 other countries throughout the world. Our emphasis in our mission is education, preservation, restoration, conservation, research, and honoring the history and traditions in the carriage driving world. We have an extensive library, and we're more than welcome to help you with research and answer any questions that you may have, so feel free to contact us. And now, on to the Volunteer of the Year Award. As we know, volunteers are an essential part of any organization. They're the lifeblood of what we do, whether it's a horse show, a workshop, a clinic, putting out newsletters, maintaining membership. We always rely on our volunteers. We should give them so much gratitude and recognition for all that they do for us. With that said, going on to the Carriage Driving 2021 Volunteer of the Year. And the envelope, please. In second place, we have Chris Marborough. Chris, congratulations on a job well done. We thank you so much for supporting carriage driving in all your volunteer deeds. And now, the 2021 Volunteer of the Year, Miss Emily Ham. Emily, congratulations, and thank you so much for a job well done. Actually, I should say many jobs well done. Congratulations.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for this wonderful award. It really means a lot to me. I'd like to thank my mum for inspiring me to volunteer and help others enjoy their carriage driving. I'd also like to thank my dad for all of his unwavering help and support. If you do get the chance to volunteer, please do consider helping out. It really makes a difference. Martina and I hope we'll see you very soon. Thank you again.
Our next category is Groom or Backstepper of the Year. This award recognises outstanding dedication and teamwork, often understated but essential to the success of any partnership. T. Cribb & Sons are kindly sponsoring this award. Our nominees this evening are Michelle Maynard and Kirsty Cox. Michelle and Kirsty were, for many years, the late Duke of Edinburgh's grooms. The Duke was always complimentary about Michelle and Kirsty, and it was clear to see that the three of them had an easy relationship. He was delighted that his granddaughter, Lady Louise Mountbatten Windsor, took a keen interest in driving, and was pleased to see the support from these two grooms who played a major part in fostering and encouraging her interest as she now carries the torch for the Fell team. On the day of the Duke of Edinburgh's funeral at Windsor Castle, the nation and the world were moved by the sight of a pair of Fells put to one of his dressage vehicles, attended by Michelle and Kirsty, paying their respects as his coffin passed. It's for their devotion to the Duke of Edinburgh during many years spent as his grooms that this joint recommendation was submitted. Anne Reid. Anne has been groomed for more than 30 years to husband Hamish, and backsteps for daughter Grace and many others along the way. She's the most important part of their team. She's so capable and knowledgeable in the skills required to be a good backstepper. She's happy to work with the driver to either give directions in the marathon or not, depending on the driver preference. She's confident and capable in any emergency, which makes the driver feel completely safe having her on the back. She's helped to coach new backsteppers and gives advice and tips to anyone who wants them, but she'll never stand in the spotlight herself. Martin Wilkinson. Martin sits on the carriage in attelage de tradition competitions as passenger and backstepped at driving trials. He's an essential part of the team. He drives the lorry, cleans the carriage to within an inch of its life, helps with the ponies' grooming, mucking out and feeding. He keeps all the equipment in tip-top form. Martin's help and support is totally invaluable to partner Rosemary Neal, who says, "I can't underestimate the rock he has been in my carriage driving activities for the last 25 years. Well, let's hand over to our sponsor, T. Cribb & Sons, to let us know who our winner is tonight.
Good evening. My name is Paul Gagan. I'm the Managing Director of Carriage Driving magazine. And on behalf of T. Cribb & Sons, sponsors of the Groom or Backstepper of the Year award, I'm delighted to announce this year's winners. In third place, it's Anne Reid. Second place is awarded to Martin Wilkinson. And the winners of the Groom or Backstepper of the Year category are Michelle Maynard and Kirsty Cox. Many congratulations.
Hi, I'm Kirsty and this is Michelle. We are so happy to be receiving this award. Between us, we have spent over 30 years as the Duke of Edinburgh's grooms, from his competition years through to everyday pleasure driving. It has been an absolute honour to work for him for so many years. We both have so many wonderful memories, some of which are more hair-raising than others. We are so grateful to have had this opportunity. Thank you again for this award, which we are both so very proud to be receiving.
Up next is the rare breed driving equine. The UK has 14 native breeds, of which 12 are considered rare. This award aims to highlight the importance of our rare driving horse and pony breeds while celebrating their heritage, raising awareness of their plight and preserving their future through our carriage driving sport. This award is kindly sponsored by the Zoe Napier Group. Let's see who's on the shortlist. Brickell Black Supreme. Known as Monty, this hackney shines across the disciplines from dressage and cones to driven trek, attelage de tradition and undersaddle, proving the versatility of this breed. 2021 proved a super year, competing in attelage de tradition at Tismans and Elvendon, winning the Harness Award at the latter. Owner Antonia Gallop says, "I hope that we may inspire others to own a hackney, as Monty proves that this rare breed can turn their hoof to pretty much anything." Ned. He's the perfect example of the placid nature of the Shire horse. He's competed in a range of classes and events, including lead rein, ridden by a 4-year-old, ploughing, trade and agricultural turnout. He's worked at weddings and funerals, demonstrating his ability to turn his hoof to anything. Stennerskeugh Smoke. This well-known fell pony is a brilliant ambassador for the breed, promoting it to the highest standard from riding to driving. He's very versatile, taking part in showing classes, farm rides and jumping, all with so much enthusiasm. He's a fabulous example of a modern-day fell pony. And Westside, My Friend Billy and Ash's captain. This Shire pair won a silver medal in the Swedish Championship in advanced combined class, competing against KWPNs and Swedish Warmbloods. owner Karen Emilson, says we were told that you can't compete with the Shire and that we would never get higher than novice class. But we've proved them wrong. So, let's hand over to our sponsor, the Zoe Napier Group. Please tell us which horse or pony is receiving the award this evening.
Good evening, my name is Zoe Napier, the founder and director of the Zoe Napier Group. We cover Essex and South Suffolk and specialise in the sale of equestrian property. Now, for this evening's winners, what you've all been waiting for. The highly commended is awarded to Stennerskeugh Smoke. Congratulations. In a third place is Brickell Black Supreme Monty. Congratulations. And tonight we have joint winners. The joint winners of this year's British Rare Breed Horse and Pony category are Westside, my friend Billy and Ashes, and Ned, of course. Congratulations to the joint winners and all of those who were nominated. From the Zoe Napier Group, we wish all those who carriage drive a very safe, happy and successful season. And no doubt I'll see you this time next year.
Hi from the north of Sweden. We are surprised but very grateful and honoured to get the British Rare Breed of the Year award with Westside, my friend Billy, and Ashes captain, the leaders. This year we have started up next generation of Shire competing in combined driving as a pair or as a team with Woodhouse Sambo and Grain Valley Deacon, the Wheelers. Thank you so much from Sweden.
It's an honour to accept this award on behalf of Ned. He's been a great ambassador for the Shire horse breed, not only in the driving, but riding with children, disabled children, show demos, everything that we ask of him, he just does it perfectly.
We turn now to Best Traditional Turnout. Kindly sponsored by Team Tristar, this award is presented to the traditional turnout, which is, in the opinion of the judges, an excellent representation of an original vehicle of its age, or a vehicle which has been created using authentic or traditional methods. Let's meet our finalists. Gilly Chippendale. Gilly and Smoke have campaigned the country turnout classes with their 1906 varnished rally car made by Morris Brothers from Tavistock and restored around 18 years ago. Smoke's brown harness is made for him by Jeff and Jessie Dudley and complements the matching tweed outfits, painting an overall picture of elegance from a bygone era. Christopher Druitt. The Royal Mews No. 2 skeleton brake was built in 1864 by Holmes Derby of London. It was used for training and breaking horses. It was sold in 1936, then returned to the Royal Collection in the 1960s. Through the years, it suffered wear and tear. Then, over a period of 6 months, back in 2020, Christopher fully restored the carriage. It's now in full working order, painted in its royal livery, and was seen in public at the BDS show at Smith's Lawn in June 2021, with a team of Windsor Greys. It was much admired, as was Christopher's craftsmanship in its restoration. Joey Peters and Rachel Moore. Welshaw Petite Etoile, a 15-hand Hackney mare, when produced to the Lawton Phaeton, is one of the finest examples of a traditional turnout. The classic carriage is acknowledged as one of the best examples of the art of fine carriage building, dating from early in the 20th century, by J.A. Lawton of London. The harness used is a fine example of English carriage harness and is believed to be around 50 years old. And Leah Marshall. The vehicle is a Mulliner of Birmingham back-to-back two-wheel dogcart circa 1890. With Hackney mare Stapleford March, this turnout has the versatility of being entered in both private drive and country vehicle classes and concours d'élégance. Much care and attention to detail has been undertaken to get everything as correct as possible to ensure that the heritage of this vehicle is still to be enjoyed through its continued use at the numerous events it attends during the year. Well, over to our sponsor, Team Tristar now. Please let us know who our winner is this evening.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Daniel Williams. representing Team Tristar UK Limited, proud sponsors of the best traditional turnout of the year. In joint third place is Leah Marshall and Joey Peters and Rachel Moore. The joint winners of the best traditional turnout of the year is Christopher Druid with an 1864 Holmes Derby skeleton brick and Gilly Chippendale. Congratulations.
Thank you very much for this award. It is a real privilege for the Royal Muse and myself to be awarded this certificate for restoring skeleton brake number 2. This particular vehicle was built by Holmes Derby London in 1864, purchased by the Royal Muse, used for the training purposes of training young horses right through to the 1930s, and then it needed restoration again, which during lockdown of 2020 started the restoration in April 2020, and the restoration was complete in September 2020. Put back on the road, and it won an award, first prize at the Smith's Lawn in 2021.
Hi everybody, we are absolutely thrilled and delighted to have won this award for a third time. Third time's the work. And I just want to say a big thank you to all the judges, sponsors and the organisers at Carriage Driving magazine. And of course Nick Brown, my friend and groom throughout most of these events. So cheers. Here's to Stennerskeugh Smoke, my beautiful fell pony, and real life unicorn.
From traditional to non-traditional turnout now, this is awarded to a non-traditional turnout, otherwise known as an exercise vehicle, marathon or modern vehicle. Here's the shortlist. Sue Cole and Sam the Man. Over the years, Sue and Sam competed at various British Driving Society events and drives. They also competed at BDS Berry Farm and Smith's Lawn. George Knight and Rohill Silver Joker. This was George's first year competing with Joker. They won the exercise class title at British Driving Society Area 24 show and again took the title at the BDS annual show at Smith Lawn. And Rachel Marshall and Whitehaven Vanquish. Whitehaven Vanquish, Sunny, is home produced. The vehicle is made by Venture Coachworks Bedfordshire. When showing, Rachel wears a brown wool tweed jacket with green, brown and red check and a pigskin Dun & Co Trilby hat. Her attention to detail is exceptional. The spares kit includes splices, a 20p piece, candle, baling twine, hole punch, farrier nails, matches, hoof pick and a penknife. OK, over to our sponsor. Please let us know who our winner is this evening.
My name is Christopher Boreham, and I'm a director of Thimbleby and Shorland, auctioneers and valuers in Reading. We specialise, amongst other things, in the sale of carriages and horse-drawn vehicles and all the sundry accoutrements that go with that. Now that we can have live sales again, we are having 2 a year, one in the spring and one in the autumn. We are delighted to be sponsoring the best non-traditional turnout class this year at the Carriage Driving Awards, and I can announce that the winners are: in third place, George Knight. Second place goes to Rachel Marshall. And the winner of the best non-traditional turnout of the year category is Sue Cole. Many congratulations to all concerned, and especially to the 3 finalists. But unfortunately, there can only be one winner, and on this occasion, that is Sue Cole. So very well done to her.
Sam the Man and I are very honoured to have been chosen by such a distinguished panel of judges to receive this award. We would like to thank everyone at Carriage Driving magazine, the judges, the sponsors, and especially to my husband Ian, without whose help none of this would be possible for us. Thank you all very much.
Our next award is for the Grassroots Driver of the Year. Kindly supported by Hugh and Karen Scott-Barrett, this category is open to people who are new to carriage driving in any driving discipline, regardless of age, and have been driving for under 3 years. It recognises improvement, dedication and enthusiasm for carriage driving at club, local or regional level. Here are the 3 remarkable drivers. George Knight. George has had an amazing year in his first showing season, winning his first class at BDS Berry Farm to becoming the BDS Laurent Perrier meet champion at Royal Windsor Horse Show. Leah Redsell. Leah, age 12, works incredibly hard on her driving skills. In 2021, she was Junior Reserve Champion at the BDS Spring Show and at BDS Smith's Lawn, with Hackney Stallion Nutfields the contender. And Sophie Moore. Over 3 years, Sophie's progress has been outstanding. She qualified for the Indoor Driving Championships and was Scottish Junior Whip Champion in her first season. She tried driving trials in 2019, her first BDS show in 2020, and took part in CIAT at Glamis Castle in 2021. Please welcome to our virtual stage Hugh and Karen Scott-Barrett to present the award.
Hi, I'm Karen Scott-Barrett. I've been driving for about 15 years and I've driven at the World Championships. And I'm very happy to be sponsoring the Grassroots Driver of the Year Award for the Carriage Driving magazine. And I'm happy to announce the winners. So in 3rd place, we have Leah Redsell. In 2nd place, we have George Knight. And the winner of the Grassroots Driver of the Year category is Sophie Moore. Lots of congratulations, and we're absolutely delighted to be encouraging young drivers to join the sport.
Hello, I'm Sophie. I'm from Aberdeen. This is my driving pony Flynn, who's taught me everything I know. I was delighted to hear that I had won the Grassroots Driving award, and I'd like to thank the BDS Grampian and Scottish Carriage Driving Association, as well as my auntie Eleanor Bosenkett for teaching me everything I know about driving, and my granddad who encouraged me to start.
Our next award, Business of the Year, focuses on those who make a business of carriage driving. Here are those who are on the shortlist. Bennington Carriages. This successful family-run business has been trading for well over 50 years. Their commitment is to nurture and grow the sport of carriage driving, whilst continuing to manufacture exceptional products and deliver world-class customer service. Operation Centaur. 10 years ago, Operation Centaur started 2 new ventures, conservation and equine-assisted psychotherapy. Working in places as varied as Hyde Park, Ham House and Clapham Common, the company demonstrates daily that working horses are as relevant to London as they always were. And Revolution Carriages Ltd. They're proud to manufacture everything in-house, based on years of experience in various fields, from MIG and TIG welding to a very high standard, right down to carriage upholstery. They're also proud that top national and international competitors are choosing to drive their carriages. Well, over to our sponsor now. Please let us know who our winner is this evening, if you would.
Morning, it's Joanne Parrott from Take the Reins here. When I was approached to sponsor this category of Business of the Year, my immediate reaction was to say yes, on the basis my father was a very successful businessman who established an international company in the painting and refurbishment sector of both buildings and cruise liners. Quite diverse, really. He instilled in me the idea that for a business to be successful, it needed to utilise a combination of the owner's desire to succeed and the engagement of the staff and the owner to provide unsurpassed customer service in a very competitive marketplace. I have built my business, Take the Reins, on these ideals, together with the remit that opportunities to bring something new to the marketplace should always be looked into. If dismissed, your competitors may snap them up. As an established equine business, we provide a wide range of products for the sport of carriage driving, with the core product being from the Silco range, plus other related products from competitor use both in the showring, pleasure driving, or indeed driving trials. Now the winners' announcements. In third place we have Revolution Carriages. In second place we have Operation Centaur, and the winner of the Business of the Year category for this year is Bennington Carriages. I'd like to congratulate all three finalists for entering this indeed highly competitive competition. Thank you.
A massive thank you from us all here at Team Bennington on our Carriage Driving Business of the Year award. It's an absolute privilege to win this prestigious award for the second year running. This award is a true testament to everyone here at Bennington, and for over 50 years we've been manufacturing carriages to the finest quality and offering exceptional customer service. We would like all of us to take this opportunity to thank you all for your loyal support and to all our followers around the world. Have a super evening and wishing you all a super driving season for 2022. Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next award is Driving for the Disabled Carriage Driving Group of the Year. This was a particularly tough decision for the judges, just to narrow it down to 3 finalists. This category is kindly sponsored by Fenix Carriages this year. Here are the groups who made it to the final 3. Carriage Driving for the Disabled. They've been a successful group for more than 30 years, enjoying success at the National Championships at Hartpury. They've survived this difficult time using all the combined skills and friendships in their continued attempt to improve lives. Park Lane Stables RDA Group. There are around 350 disabled people and nearly 200 volunteers who are part of the Park Lane Stables family. Throughout a difficult year when faced with losing their home, thanks to Natalie O'Rourke, the driving force behind this group, they managed to attract the attention and support of the national media and celebrities. As a result, they raised more than £1 million to secure their future, allowing them to purchase the stables and continue to bring happiness and well-being to their local community. And Stella Hancock Driving Group RDA. This group has been operating for more than 40 years. They're extremely proud of their friendly and active group, which gives immense pleasure to drivers and volunteers alike. Thanks to hard work by the trustees, they managed to start driving again in May. Their new protocols involved having 2 teams of 3 drivers and at least 6 volunteers, and between 2 and 4 horses each week on a rota system to adhere to COVID safety measures. This has worked very well, even though drivers could only come once a fortnight, as they have at least 12 active and regular disabled participants and a waiting list of potential new drivers. OK, to let us know our winner, please welcome our sponsor, Fenix Carriages.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fenix Carriages, where we restore and manufacture the finest of vehicles. I'm standing here at the moment in our carriage museum, where we have on display some very fine old carriages that we have worked on. But one of the areas that I'm particularly proud of is the manufacture of carriages for disabled drivers. And with that, I am absolutely delighted to be sponsoring the awards for 2021. So to go straight on to the results, in third place, we congratulate the Garrock Carriage Driving Group. In second place, we have the Stella Hancock Group. And the winner for this year is Park Lane Stables. Congratulations to them.
Yeah, thanks so much for this award. It was a surprise and it's a privilege to get this, but it does recognise all the hard work that's been going on at Park Lane. Not just Sam and the horse, but the whole team. And thanks to the Carriage Driving magazine, Fenix Carriages for sponsoring it, and of course Judy, who's given us so much support over the last few years, enabling us to set up Carriage Driving at Park Lane Stables and make it a success. Thank you. Brilliant. Thank you.
Our next category is kindly sponsored by Bailey's Horse Feeds. The Young Sports Personality Award recognises the future of carriage driving, and by the number of entries and the very high standard of our 4 finalists, it appears to be in safe hands. Here are the exceptional young people who made the final 4. Leah Marshall. Leah is arguably the most campaigned junior show driver of her generation and has done much to showcase her ponies, vehicles and abilities with the respective societies that she competes under. Harriet McEntee. What she's achieved in 3 years is exceptional, going from complete novice to highest placed British driver in the 2021 FEI European Youth Championships. Chris Rawson. Chris and Checkmate gained Ireland's first ever gold medal in driving at the FEI European Youth Championships 2021. It represents a hugely exciting and outstanding result. His results have been exceptional. And William Turner. William is a credit to the driving world. He promotes the sport, has a great online presence, is a supporter of everyone and their successes, and most of all, he's a kind-hearted young man with a pure passion and a love of carriage driving. Now, please welcome to our virtual stage our sponsor, Bailey's Horse Feeds, to let us know who is in first place.
Hello, I'm Jane Buchan, Marketing Manager for Bailey's Horse Feeds. Welcome to the giant new warehouse here at Bailey's Mill in North Essex, which houses 1,000 tonnes of feed. It has solar panels on the roof to go with those that we have out in the field, and they generate electricity to power our forklift trucks, our motion sensor operated LED lights and doors. And it's all part of our ongoing sustainability projects. Talking of sustainability, Bailey's have supported young drivers for over 20 years. So that's a lot of hopefully very successful young drivers. And we're delighted to be supporting the Young Sports Personality of the Year award tonight. So let's get on and announce the winners. Highly commended this year is William Turner. In joint second place, we have Harriet McEntee and Chris Rawson. So the winner is Leah Marshall. Congratulations, Leah. It's great that you're finally on top spot. It's testament to your dedication and your hard work that you've been nominated and placed in this award in previous years. So well done for being awarded the top spot this time.
Hi everyone, I'd just like to start by saying how much winning the Young Sports Personality Award is appreciated. It's a huge privilege, so thank you all so much. I'd also like to thank the Carriage Driving magazine, this year's panel of judges, and Bailey's Horse Feeds for sponsoring this category. Also a huge well done to Harriet, Chris and William, the other finalists. I believe it's really important that we do all that we can to encourage young drivers to take part in carriage driving events to help keep our sport alive. I'm also really passionate about raising the profile for British native rare breeds. So in turn, I must mention my 2 Hackney ponies and their respective studs, Noddy Vice Showgirl and Stapleford March. I know how hard the past few years have been for everybody within our carriage driving community, so I'm really looking forward to getting out and about this year to a few shows and seeing a few faces. Thanks so much everyone, bye!
Our next award is the Event Organiser of the Year award. This award recognises the time and commitment it takes to organise and run a successful and memorable carriage driving event. This is open to individuals who've organised either a long-term or single event. Naturally Spanish kindly sponsor this category. So let's find out who's on the shortlist. Wilf Bowman-Ripley and Zoe Morgan. In what was a difficult year, they've managed to host 2 national events and World Championship qualifiers, as well as the British Carriage Driving National Championships. Julie Elliott. Julie puts in an extraordinary amount of work and time, ensuring people can enjoy BDS shows and events, sharing the passion that she has to show horses. From the start of the planning, right through to ensuring there's always something to eat for the helpers and volunteers on the day, Julie has it in hand with a list or a quiche. And Jane Isaac. She's a diligent, enthusiastic and self-effacing lady who works tirelessly throughout the year to make the Hope Toon horse driving trials the success it's become. So, here to announce the winner of this category on behalf of our sponsor, Naturally Spanish, Richard James.
Good evening, carriage driving enthusiasts. I'm Richard James, or even perhaps Dickie Jim. You may well ask, what has Naturally Spanish as sponsors got to do with carriage driving? The answer is not a lot. But that is not quite true. There is just one principal reason as far as I'm concerned. My family business, Naturally Spanish, supply the trade with the very best of a select range of specialty organic Spanish foods. In particular, olive oil and honey from the Andalusian region, the home of the fabulous carriage horses. Searching for and achieving the very best is the main aim of our carriage driving activities, whether it be driving, pleasure driving, judging, organising, training, turning out, competing, etc., etc. As a whip, volunteer or spectator, we have all benefited from the hard work, skills and dedication of organisers. From informal local meets to world championships, all need to be organised. It is with great pleasure to see this section involved in the Carriage Driving Magazine Awards. Thank you, CDM. Now on to the winners. In the third place, Julie Elliott of the BDS. Runner-up is the duo of Wilf Bowman-Ripley and Zoe Morgan of Ashfields. And so to the 2021 Event Organiser of the Year. She has been the jewel of a driving trials organisation for many years. I have worked with organisers around the world as a FEI technical delegate, and as a result I really do appreciate more than most the amount of organisation involved in the laying on of a horse driving trials for us all to enjoy. So yes, you've guessed, the 2021 winner is Jane Isaac. Jane, you are the perfect icon for this award. Very well done over many years at Hopetown. You are truly a very worthy winner.
Hi, thank you very much for nominating me for this award. I'm absolutely thrilled, and I have it here for you to see. I think an event organiser's job is a bit of a hard one, but we all know that when we finally see the steward welcoming somebody into the dressage arena, we've made it. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of my Hopetown A team, everybody that's nominated me and supported me, our volunteers, our helpers, our officials, and most importantly, our competitors. Thank you, everybody.
Our next award recognises the many driving clubs and groups across the world who promote and support carriage driving. Here are our three finalists. Association Internationale d'Attelage de Tradition. The work of the AIAT is now spread to over 17 countries across the world and has been instrumental in the promotion of best practice of traditional carriage driving and vehicles. The Carriage Association of America, Inc. The CAA includes members from 24 countries as well as across the USA. It's the oldest and largest inclusive carriage driving organisation of its kind in the world. And the Southern Highlands Carriage Club, Australia. This club is one of few in Australia showing an increase in member numbers, a direct result of its commitment to improving the extent and quality of driving in Australia. So, over to our sponsor now. Let us know, if you would, who our winner is this evening.
Good evening, I'm Sancha May, owner of Riding and Harness Stuff. As a business, it's our mission to support carriage drivers of all levels by providing the best equipment for their individual needs. We also strive to encourage the sport of carriage driving through education and marketing to promote carriage driving to the broadest audience possible. Our web shop offers the full range of both Zilco and Ideal harnesses, as well as a broad spectrum of general equestrian products. You will also find a number of helpful blog articles in our useful information section, so why not visit www.harnessstuff.co.uk. This evening I am privileged to have the opportunity to sponsor the Best International Carriage Driving Club or Association category. Our clubs and associations are the backbone of our driving community. They offer a place for encouragement and support for drivers of all levels and ambitions. These clubs are essential for promoting our sport and bringing new drivers into our community. So without further ado, let me introduce our finalists. In third place, we have Association Internationale d'Attelage de Tradition. In second place is awarded to Southern Highlands Carriage Club. And the winner this year of the Best International Carriage Driving Club or Association of the Year is the Carriage Association of America. Congratulations. Thank you.
This is so exciting. Thank you so very much. On behalf of all of the CAA members, we would like to thank the Carriage Driving Awards Program, the judges, and all the sponsors for making this happen. Once again, thank you for this honor. And I'd like to dedicate this award to Jill Ryder, the CAA's Executive Director. For the past 39 years, Jill has led our organization to where it is today. Thank you again.
We're almost there, folks. Our next award recognises an individual, team or organisation who's made a significant contribution to the sport of carriage driving, and their name will be added to the Carriage Driving Hall of Fame. This award is sponsored by Carriagehouse Insurance, and to discover who's receiving tonight's award, we cross to Fiona Gordon-Clark from Carriagehouse.
Good evening. Tonight we recognise a remarkable man, Barry Luck. He has influenced so many of our driving disciplines and supported those who love the sport. Barry's love of all things to do with driving goes back to the early 1960s, when he was apprenticed to a farrier who was also a wheelwright. When Edgar August provided the heavy horse teams for the Horse of the Year show, Barry was there to help, and it was Edgar who installed in Barry a love of the heavy horse. He regularly stewarded for the Lord Mayor's show and still plays a prominent role with the London Harness Horse Parade. Barry has always been a great supporter of the light trade classes. In the late 60s, he enjoyed success in the show ring with his baker's van and Pickering float. His knowledge of trade turnouts is legendary. Any firm requiring a competent coachman could call upon Barry for trade, weddings or funerals anywhere in the country. Barry was at the beginning of driving trials when in the early 1970s he acted as navigator for Donald Douglas when he was competing with his team of Hungarian horses. Without Barry's support, Caroline Douglas says she would not have enjoyed the unbelievable success with her pony team, both in eventing and in the show ring during the 1974 season. He was also the Team GB farrier at the World Driving Championships in Switzerland in 1974. With the British Driving Society in 1983, he became a judge and Assistant Area Commissioner for Kent. He was elected to council in 1991 and became Vice President in 2017. With Driving for the Disabled, Barry is an inspector, coach and assessor. He unstintedly gives of his time and is happy to be consulted and to help in any way he can. Barry's further involvement with driving clubs includes the following. He is a founder member of the Carriage Foundation. He is a member of the Road Club and he is president of the Wheeled Harness Club. For the past 60 years, Barry has selflessly given of his time to the sport of carriage driving, whether it be to help a young driver or to escort Her Majesty the Queen at Smith's Lawn, but in the main to make it possible for others to enjoy driving. Barry is a staunch traditionalist. His knowledge of carriages, their accessories and correct turnout is vast. He was at the beginning of most of the disciplines that we know today. His quiet and unassuming manner, his depth of knowledge, his skills as a coachman and his steadfastness has been of the greatest benefit to the carriage driving world. We can think of no other person more deserving to receive the honour of being the recipient of the Carriage Driving magazine's Outstanding Achievement Award and to enter the Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Barry.
I'd like to thank you very much for this award. It's a surprise and an honour to receive it. I've been lucky enough to know enough older people in the past to give me the knowledge that I've got. Most of them unfortunately have passed on now, but I've managed to glean the information I've needed. Horses have been a wonderful life to me and helped me a lot, got to me a lot of places I wanted to be, and places which I never thought I'd get to see. And I think it's been a real lovely trip with the horses, the driving horses. And I'd just like to leave you with one thought that Edgar August, who taught me, said to me. He said, "You can't buy these in Woolworths." And that was a thing that he taught me, hands should be right for driving. And once again, thank you very much for the award.
Well, there we are. On behalf of all at Carriage Driving magazine, congratulations to all of the finalists. A big thank you to our readers for entering the awards. Your support has made tonight's virtual Carriage Driving Awards a unique event in the Carriage Driving calendar and an unforgettable night for our winners. Thank you also to the judges who put their expertise and time into considering every single nomination. And to our sponsors and supporters. Tonight wouldn't have been possible without you. Let's hand over now to Georgie Green, editor of Carriage Driving magazine, to see us out. Georgie.
Wow, what an evening. Thank you so much. Firstly, thank you to our judges. They had a really tough task, as you can see just by all the wonderful entries that we've had. Thank you to you guys as well. Thank you to everyone who nominated a horse, nominated a friend or a colleague. And we are just looking forward to seeing you all in person through the coming season. And we wish you all every success as the year progresses. Cheers.